The Family Life Kids Corner podcast is made possible by listeners like you.
It's good to be back.
You said it, Joel. It's good to just relax and listen to the radio.
So nice.
How long until Dad finds us and puts us to work?
Shh, just let it be, Travis. Let it be.
This is Tired Turtle to Flaming Eagle. Come in, Eagle.
We read you, Turtle.
Turtle is in position.
Copy. Any sign of the target?
That's negative, Eagle. Looks like the intel was bad. Returning to base.
Negatory, soldier. Maintain your position.
But if he's not here, it could be a trap. I think someone's coming.
Here, let me carry that for you, Miss Diane.
Oh, thanks, Peter. Well, let me get the keys and I'll open the door for you.
Great.
I have eyes on the gerbil.
Hold your position. I'm on my way.
So, what are your plans for today?
I was going to meet Laura and Nate here. We were going to hang out today.
Sounds like fun.
Eagle, I can't wait. The gerbil is singing. Gotta take him out before he blows the whole operation.
No! Stick to the plan, Turtle. Stand down.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, I think it came from those bushes over there.
Cover's blown. Tell my dog I love her.
I'm almost there. Stay where you are.
Oh my!
Nate, what are you doing? Get off me. You could have made me drop these paper plates.
What did I tell you to do on the walkie-talkie, Nate?
I know, but he was sharing our super secrets.
I was not.
If it helps, I don't think I heard anything that would have been secret. Peter was just telling me that you guys were going to spend the morning together.
Loose lips, my friend. Loose lips.
What does that even mean?
I'm sorry, Miss Diane. Do you need help this morning?
Nope, I was just going to drop off these paper plates for a birthday party this week. And then after I get the rest of the community center opened up for visitors, I'm gonna kick back and relax with the radio.
Sounds like a good plan to me. I'll get it started for you.
Okay, everyone. We need to get serious about this planning meeting. I hereby call us to order.
And who put you in charge of our meeting, Nate? We're friends, not Congress members.
I don't know what that is, but I just thought since we've already spent half an hour not doing any planning, I figured someone had to take charge.
Laura's right, Nate. There's no rush. Summer break isn't going anywhere.
That's where you're wrong, Pete. There's only a few weeks of summer freedom, and before you know it, we're all back to studying cosines and the effects of the Cold War. If we don't get this schedule locked down now, we'll have wasted precious time. We need to use every opportunity we've been given to have fun.
Man, who would have thought that fun was so much work?
Yeah, I thought the whole point of summer break was to rest up, not efficiency.
I thought it was so kids could help their parents on the farm.
No, that'd make sense if they were off in the spring and fall, but I bet it was because before air conditioning, nobody wanted to be stuck inside.
Okay, fine. Whatever, I'm just trying to help here.
Anything wrong over here, kids?
We're fine, Miss Diane. We're just trying to figure out what's the best way to spend our summer vacation.
I see. And I take it you have different ideas on what to do?
Sort of. Nate wants to plan everything out, and Laura and I think that might be a bit much.
Maybe if you planned out every second of every day, but I think a little planning might be a good idea.
I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing.
Well, let's just see what you have so far, Nate, and maybe we can pare it down a tad.
All right, I already marked off which days are Saturday, since we'll probably be spending those together here or at Mr. Jacob's garage or something.
Very nice.
So, while they're planning our entire summer for us, want to listen to the radio, Pete?
Sounds fun to me.
Wow, this looks great. Thanks, Miss Diane.
No problem, Nate. Shall we show it to the others?
Yeah. Hey guys, Miss Diane and I made a schedule for this summer. Want to see it?
I don't know. I'm not sure I can commit to an activity every hour of every day.
He seems pretty excited, Peter. We should probably check it out so we don't hurt his feelings.
Yeah, we printed it out and everything.
All right, what you got? Hey, you only put one activity per week. What about the rest of the days?
Nate and I came to an agreement about how much you guys should have on the schedule.
Really? How'd you do that? He was convinced that we had to be busy the whole time to make it worth it.
She kind of pointed out that even though it's good to have some ideas so we didn't get bored, all it would take to ruin the schedule is a big thunderstorm to come through and set everything back an hour.
Oh, I mean, that's a good point, too. I was just thinking that it would be exhausting and we wouldn't be able to enjoy anything because we were so tired.
She mentioned that too.
Thank you, Miss Diane.
No problem, guys. Rest is very important. In fact, God tells us in the Bible that He wants us to take time out of our busy schedules so we have time to just chill and be with Him.
Where does He say that?
It's one of the 10 Commandments. Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy.
Sabbath? Is that like a rest or something?
I know this one. The Sabbath is the 7th day of the week.
Saturday?
Or Sunday, depending on which tradition you're following. The point is, when God was setting up the universe on the last day of the week of creation, He didn't make anything. Instead, He set an example for us all by resting. When us humans didn't get the hint, He made it a commandment that people would have to follow if they were to be part of His people.
Okay, one day out of the week to not do anything sounds like a good amount of rest.
Oh, but that was just the beginning. God also gave His people a whole bunch of holidays to relax on. And in Leviticus 25, God said every 7 years they were to not even plant crops or work the fields.
Okay, He couldn't have been serious.
What were they supposed to eat if they didn't plant their own food?
That's exactly what they've asked themselves. And so they never found out. Instead of trusting God, the Israelites never listened to this command. Growing, harvesting, and selling their crops instead of letting God show how He would take care of them. Until
Until what?
Oh, I had better get that.
Don't you dare. You gotta tell us what happened.
I will. Why don't you listen to the radio while you wait?
Or I could look it up on my phone.
Yeah, what does it say?
Hold on.
Well, while I'm holding on, I'm gonna listen to the radio.
Found it.
You did? What does it say, Laura?
Found what? Sorry, I got distracted.
What happened when the Israelites didn't give the land a break on the 7th year?
Don't leave us hanging. What did you find?
It says here in 2 Chronicles 36 that because they hadn't followed that law for 490 years, the Babylonians, another great kingdom, swept in, stole everything, and the land would lay untouched for 70 years to enjoy all the Sabbaths they didn't give it.
Sounds like you found the answer yourselves.
Oh, yeah, we did.
So what? If we don't take a break, God's going to send in invaders to make us stop doing stuff?
I don't think that's what the Bible is trying to say, Peter. Is it, Miss Diane?
I'm not sure, but one thing to help us understand a bit better is what Jesus said about it in the book of Mark, chapter 2. You see, back in those days, God's people thought that if they didn't keep the Sabbath in just the right way, that God would get angry with them. And Jesus explained, saying that God made these days of rest for our benefit, not as laws that we all have to live up to, or else.
I'm confused. God drives people out of the land because they didn't follow the rules, and now Jesus is saying the rules aren't important?
Oh, they're important, all right, but they aren't the point. God made rules that made us rest because He knows that we will work ourselves and others down until something bad happens. We get sad. We get sloppy. We get angry with ourselves and with others, and it's not how God wants us to live. He wants us to take time to enjoy the world He has given us, to help others that we couldn't if we were busy, praising Him and learning more about Him. But like it says in Ecclesiastes 7:16, even then we need to not get carried away, but instead just rest.
But if we're resting so much, doesn't that mean we won't be able to serve God as much?
Well, for one thing, I think in order to serve God well, you kinda need to listen to His commands and wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
And for another, Colossians 3:17 reminds us, whatever we do, we can do it for God. And I think that includes resting.
Okay, point taken. Thanks for clearing that up.
My pleasure.
So Nate, I've been looking at the schedule you made and I couldn't help notice that you've put Frisbee football as this week's activity. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
We're gonna need a bigger team.
Right, let's go find some kids who want to play.
You coming, Laura?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I just gotta get these walkie-talkies back home first.
Oh, speaking of which, I'll turn off the radio too.
Thanks for listening to the Kids Corner podcast. If you had fun listening, be sure to share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join us every week. The Kids Corner and other Family Life podcasts are made possible by your financial support. Learn more at familylife.org.